Hello everybody, it is Badger Wild and we are back with another Space Engineers ship build video where I know some of y'all probably not seen this. We've got a bunch of new subscribers. This is me continuing a build that I have been working on called the Obsidian Bounty, and the rules of this build were very simple. One, it had to be vanilla. Two, I had to not do any real odd stuff. Three, it has to work with this ship behind me called the Graboid, which I've built already. I have a link, or, well, y'all can go check that out in the build section, ship builds. I've got it in the Walker class down there, y'all can check out. And thirdly, and this is going to enrage some people, it has to be asymmetrical, meaning both sides of the ship cannot match. So yeah, let's get started. So anyway, back last time when we did this, I jumped in here and thought I would have to work on this, and turns out I don't. We have our hydrogen storage. This thing has a lot of hydrogen because it's got to supply the graboids, and it's got to power its own power supply off of just straight hydrogen. And so we're going to use a combination of that. Today we are going to work on this, which is going to be this very loud concept of an engine room here. Now this is a lot of power being generated. I believe these things put out a max output of 5 megawatts per hour, I believe. So all in all, this is a 20 megawatt generator in here. So very nice, very nice, very nice. I do want to have a secondary battery in here as a backup, another warfare battery. And I want a button in there that I can push, turn this battery on. It's going to be an emergency backup battery. So we want that, but we've got to get an area to it. We've got to get there first because we're still working on this part. It's just fun times, fun times. So first things first, since we are coming back from here, I would kind of like... Oh, that's another thing. We've got to add an assembler here somewhere. We may add that up in the front somewhere. But right now, I need to come down the ship here. And I think what would be best would be to build a 2-stage area. Can I install a... Alright, number 6. And I'm going to see... Okay, yeah, I want to install a ladder in here, or a staircase, so I can get to these pipes down here. That's probably not going to happen, seeing how this is working out here. So, and I want the engineering, I want the engine room to be right here somewhere. Anyway, so I guess I could add some piping in here and just put the engine area in this point, but that would be a waste of time and effort. So what we're going to do here, if I can think here far enough. See, I've got this. What I need... Oh, I know what I can do. Well, no, I can't do that either. This is annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Huh. How am I going to make this work? I got to figure this out. How am I going to make it work? I need a ladder going down. This is the big problem with Space Engineers, is you need a ladder going down. And the problem is, the only real ways to access the ladders and everything are not as effective as you'd like them to be. So let's see here. Let's go to number 8. Let's grab our one block back here. Let's throw that in. And we'll throw that block back in. Now, let's go ahead and add a double block there. And I'm going to add a single plank. I can't do that. Why can't I do that? I can do that there. And I can do it there. And here's how this is going to work. This is not going... It's just refusing to let me do it. It's refusing to let me do it. The game is rigged. Is it rigged? Yeah, it's rigged. Try to figure out how to get something point A to point B. Let's go. Do I want to use a pipe to get there? Yeah, sure, why not? Actually, I know what I could do. I could set that in place, run some corridors there, and put a ladder that could get to there. So first off, we'll do this. And if I can, we'll go here. There. And I want this pipe to connect here. There we go. Now we're going to connect this pipe up here. No, I don't want to connect that like that. We'll do it like that. Yeah, that makes it look more industrial. One there. And I believe one here. I may want to add something so I can just have an extra connection to that pipe over there. We're kind of pushing things as it is. Actually, yeah. Okay, so we need to do this instead. Where's that double at? That's what we need. Put this double one right in here, and run that one. Run this one. And we can do that. Now, I could put the gyroscopes on the top level. If I were to, yeah, let's do that. So I know I'm deleting all this stuff, and it's probably driving people nuts, but another idea just came to me right now. That. Flip that over there. 2. And we'll go 3 just so we can get a nice long corridor there. Do that here. We'll have our engineering area, our engines, power generation down here, which will just make life a little easier. Okay, that there, and I'm going to install a pipe in here, one of these T-pipes, because in my opinion that'll just look better. Booyah. Check that out. Now, I need power. Where is a reactor here? And we're going to shove a hydrogen generator in here. There's a hydrogen generator there. One hydrogen generator there. Now, a hydrogen generator there. And our fourth hydrogen generator right there. Now, we're going to have probably a series of buttons that we can use to turn these on and off. We're going to have to turn these off. And we're also going to need an emergency battery just in case. So we need the emergency battery back here. I need to turn all these off. Let's, where is the button panel at? Yeah, right there. Let's group these into a group, because my God, they are loud. H2 Jenny. Save that as a group. And now let me go over here to button number 1. Go to groups. H2 Jenny. Toggle block on and off. Ooh, that's nice. That is way better. Alright, now the generators are off, and with the backup battery in the back, we'll have a deal going on. I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to install a much better button. We need a big red button. There we go. Big red button there. And then probably some type of button with a screen on the battery in the back, so that we can actually, we need like a full power knockout system. So if I want to kill engines and kill generators and all that other nonsense, we can just push a series of buttons and do a complete restart of the entire system. What I want to do is I want to add another battery back here, but I don't want it to be the same class of battery, so I know which one is which. Speaking of which, just thought about it. Might as well do this now. We'll take the warfare batteries that I have here, and we'll give those main battery, or batteries, I think will be a good one. That'll be main batteries, and then I can just add what I want to the back here. What I want to do is I want to put the main batteries in place, and then have the second battery on an off position, so that if power were to fail, this would just be a fail-safe system. If power were to fail, we could just run back here to the button on the battery, and I believe with a full charge, if I were to turn that battery on with a button attached to it, it would kick the battery on. Because here's the thing about hydrogen tanks, people, y'all don't realize. This is just kind of how detailed Space Engineers is. I may have talked about this in the last video, but these are gas piston generators, okay? One of the things about gas piston generators is you've got a spark plug here somewhere, which is just a little L-shaped piece of metal with a little sparker on the end of it. And what that does is, when gas is leaked into this cylinder area here, the piston at the bottom, well, shucks, I don't have it on right now. Forget it. Normally when you see this, this is bouncing up and down, and that's the piston moving. You can see some of them are up, some of them are down. What happens is it compresses the gas to a point, the spark plug catches it, and it shoots it back out. The problem is, just like an electric car, this is why you need not an electric car, a gas-powered car, you need the alternator to make it work. An alternator recharges your battery, and the battery provides the spark necessary to ignite the fuel to cause the combustion. That way it can drive the pistons and give you power. So that's what we're looking at right here. We need a battery in the back of this thing. So we're going to get a battery. Let's look through here. I should have, yeah, number 9. Let's do that. And let me come over here. Now we're going to do this because I saw this done once. And it looked glorious. And we're going to do it the same way. Alright, we got all that there. And then I'm going to need to put something over the top here as we go to the back. Let's grab the new Warfare 2 battery that we're going to install as our backup. I may even put a sign on this thing that says, "Warning, backup battery. Do not engage unless emergency." There. This is our backup battery. This will get fully charged. It should charge up in just a minute. And with this small battery here, when we turn it on, the other batteries are going to go into a recharge state when they go down. When we hit this button here, this battery is going into a recharge state, and the others are going to be in an active discharge state. When I hit the recharge button, this is going to be in an active discharge to power these generators. And the other batteries in the Obsidian Bounty are going to go into an active recharge state. So that I can, so when you come back here, you're going to have to run back. You're going to have to power up this battery, which is going to provide power to the ship. You are then going to have to run over here, and you're going to have to activate the generators, which I may just do the red button over there, right in front of this monstrosity. So screw it, let's do that. Booyah. This is the button you got to push to reactivate the main battery. And then we're going to have just a nice regular panel here. Now what this will do is I'll be able to come in and I'll be able to kill certain key systems. So the assembler can be knocked out. This will knock out the assembler. This will knock out the refineries. This will probably knock out some other system that I'll have on board. I don't know which one that'll be. And then number 4 will be activating the power generator. And so then you can generate power. Because this is the thing. If you're out there and you and your guys are running 90-0 and suddenly y'all forget about the battery power and the battery power just goes kaput, yeah, you got to turn this thing back on. You got to get this thing powered up and turned back on. So yeah, we got that figured out. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to get from point A to point B. And you know what? Screw it. I just realized what I could do. Working on one thing, I figured out how to do another. So we're going to add this right here. Where is the proper protocol here? All right, we're going to do this. Nice little corner piece here. And number 6, I'm going to install a regular ladder. Because why the F not? And then over here, number 8, again, where I've got all my catwalks, I'm going to add a half catwalk there and a half catwalk there so I can get around. I can still work on all this stuff if necessary. And then I can climb up here if I want to. I may add a locker area right here next to this and just add a set of lockers right there. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's add number 9. We'll do that because that kind of looks industrial right there. All right, we'll do all that. And I'll add something there. That way I can get around. And then, damn. Just realized I need to frick. Oh, I just realized I need to somehow add a walkway to the upper area above the hydrogen generators. Shucks, so I can get to the gyroscope. I'm gonna, you know what, screw it. We're gonna put the gyroscopic stabilizers in here because that just makes more sense. I'm gonna put the gyroscopes in here. That'll work better. We'll put gyros in here. or right there, some nonsense. I'll install the gyroscopes here in the middle. That'll just give the ship the turning speed it needs. That, or I do need to put something down here because it doesn't have a whole lot underneath. It's going to be pretty flat on the bottom. But yeah, our engine area is done. Pretty much, other than maybe a few aesthetics that need to be added. The hardest part about this thing, I know some people are probably wondering, what is the hardest part of this build right now? The hardest part of this build right now is working with... I can tell you why people do asymmetrical builds. And I can tell you right now, the reason people like asymmetry builds in Space Engineers is because all I got to do is put mirror mode on and I'm doing twice the work. And I'm just creaming the work like nobody's business. It's not even affecting me too much. But right here, I have to install every little block. Every little tiny block that is installed, I have to put in myself. So that's a fun, that's kind of fun right there. I'm not gonna lie. And here, like so, and we're gonna drop down until boom, right there. There we go, right there. And then I can add probably to this, because we're gonna need some good thruster packs here. I can then add maybe 3 industrial ion thrusters. Where are those? Oh, there we go. We gotta add something. I'm thinking this thruster because it looks the best. It looks good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this here, here, and there. That'll give us the power we need to move this ship. We've still got a fairly asymmetrical look. And then I've got to build this section out here because there's going to be another, like a set of bays going through here and maybe a repair unit. I don't know where I'm going to put that at yet. But we've got all 3 of our main thruster packs. I could add a 4th, but this is going to make it go really fast. Like way faster than what it should be going right now. I think another thing I will do is I'll add a few more engines here. I could add an engine here, but that won't help there too much. I need to add engines on top and engines on bottom. This is going to be a nightmare, I swear to God. This is going to be one of those things that irritates me to no end. Yeah, I'll have to figure that stuff out later. So, as I said, we've kind of got engineering figured out. Other than maybe a few cosmetic things, which I'm going to be doing right now. Let's pull some of that out. My butt here. Some great cosmetic looking stuff. Alright, and we're going to go number 3. Let me see how I did this in here. Okay, yeah, I see how that works. Alright, here's how we're doing this. We're going to go option A, B, and C, A, B, and C, and then I'm going to go here, drop a few of those in just nicely right there like that, and then we're going to go here, go 1/2 block, half block, and yeah, this is a 1/2 block, folks. Right there, and right there. And then, because I want to get this done at least. My 30 minutes are almost up. Check that out. And none of this is painted yet. And I could add a few more details if I wanted. In fact, we should add some more details. Let's add number 3 here. I really hate doing this because that's going to eliminate that awesome looking floor I got going on. Actually, we'll put it over here because we need detail over here. when we're running through this. All right, check that out. Check that out. All right, that's amazing. Oh yeah, we got this done. Ugh. Now, I need to add a few cosmetic things here. I would love. I just realized. Let me see here. Let's see. What do I want to add down here? We do need an access, obviously. Take that out. Let me see here. Cargo access wouldn't be bad right here. Let me check my options. See what I can get my hands on here. Cargo access. There we go. Number 1. Small cargo container right there. And number 2. Now, this is why you always check your blocks, folks. Boom. So now that's hooked up. We can access a lot of new stuff here. We don't have an assembler built in yet, but we're getting there. This engine room is now done, and it is swanky. I'm not gonna lie, it's swanky right now. We're not even finished yet, but it's swanky as all get out. We're gonna throw something in there, and then I'm doing just straight walls because we're gonna add some lockers and stuff here. Okay, we've got a tool area with locker support. There we go. Check that out. So we can work on everything. We've got lockers, we got tools, we got access to storage. We can fix this engine room like nobody's business. We push one single button. That's going to shut down all, that's going to set this from recharge to discharge and set all of these other batteries to recharge at that point. Now, the only point of contention I'm going to have by doing that, well, really, we don't have to do this. What we can do is I can set this to power up. In other words, I can have this here to power everything down. I can push this button to set it from, to click the other batteries off to on. That'll take this battery off recharge is what we could do. We could take this battery off recharge here. Set the other battery, or set that to discharge and recharge. Push this button, and then click this back over to recharge. And then that would just turn these batteries back on, while the engines would be running and pumping 20 megawatts. Yeah, 20 megawatts of power. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Yeah, max output is 5 megawatts per hour. So it would just basically run constantly as was building up. Now, the kicker also now is hydrogen, because hydrogen is going to become a big old deal if we eat too much of it. So we're going to have to probably add an LCD screen in here somewhere to give myself the ability to be careful with all that. So yeah, this is the engine room done. We've got these nice light panels up in here. We are going to probably add something to the top, just a thin layer of metal. But Right now we can get to lockers. I'll color these a different color, probably make them orange and make the rest of this like black. And then as we're playing in here, as we're doing stuff, this is just going to be like, okay, you come down to engineering to restart everything back up, to power it all back up. And then we just hop here, climb back out. I could put a piece of railing right there. I just realized I need that. Where's my railing? Number 7. Let's grab this railing here. There we are. There's a different one. Oh, I can't add that, can I? Ah, there I can. So now if you're trying to get to your engineering, you just run down here and, you know, run up, hit your button. Set this to discharge real quick. Hit that button. That'll power everything back up. And then turn that off. I need to make this second button, like make this a master switch for the refineries, the assembler, most of the other stuff. There's just a master power kill switch, which you just push the red button, that'll kill everything. Then you hit discharge, power start, and then that will turn this on to get it to discharge. The engines will start, and then you simply hit the engine destart, and that will, or battery recharge, and this battery will charge up. This is just your alternator battery right here. In fact, that's what we're going to name this. While we're here, we're going to name that. No, not up there, not up there, not up there, not that. That was the wrong place to put that. I'll put it right here. Starter battery. There we go. Starter battery. So what will happen is this one is going to be set to recharge. So it's going to be yellow. And so let me show you how this works. Okay. So we're going to hit this. Going to find the starter battery. Put it right there. And we're going to do recharge on off. We're going to go to groups. I'm going to go to the Jenny. Toggle block on and on. And so what will happen is if power runs out to the base, you run down here. This will have power in it. Turn that to recharge. And back to recharge again. And the generators are at full power, running like nobody's business. And you see the pistons just pumping, and you need that because, let me turn this off here. And let me go over into this and just kill all the batteries. Let's kill all the power. Main batteries off. If the main batteries are off, we can't start the engines up. But we can then hit this battery here. Well, no, we can't. So we're going to have to go into this battery and set it from recharge to auto mode. That'll give us some power. I don't understand. That's not going to work right there. And then we can turn the batteries and everything back on. And then, yeah, that'll work. That'll work because then you can just go in here, access this battery, and turn it on. And then we have this giant red button to kill all the power in the ship. I'll have to set all that up. But yeah, here we go, folks. We got the engine room done. Engineering is fixed. Oh yeah, the batteries are still off. Let me turn all those back on. Main batteries back on. There we go. Alright, this is the recharge battery. It's just set to recharge. It just pulls power. That's all it does. And then all our main batteries, which are scattered throughout the vehicle, they're working perfectly right now. So, Now you can see now it is the Obsidian bounty is getting much bigger. I'm going to use admin powers for a bit to get myself a much better picture for later. There we go. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this little build. Yes, I am still continuing the Obsidian bounty. Yes, we are going to get the Obsidian bounty done. It is going to be a good ship. It's going to work. I'm going to get it finished. It's just taking time. I finally got some... After a very hectic couple of weeks, I finally got time to sit down for 30 minutes and work on this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little more long format. But I know some of y'all have been wondering if the Obsidian bounty is coming back. Yes, it is. It is coming back. It is going to be finished. And it'll be on the workshop. And you guys, I know some of y'all are playing around with the Graboid right now, looking for a ship to dock it to. And this is going to be the ship you get to dock it to. Anyway, thank you all for watching. And as usual, I am Badger Wild. Stay safe, stay frosty. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.